All right, joining us now from Washington, D.C. with a look at Axios AM, editor-in-chief for Axios, Nicholas Johnson. Nicholas, we're going to give you a chance to give us two big things today. One is yours, and the other we're going to tell you about, apparently it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe Axios made you work on your birthday, man.
I know. No days off.
No days
Early
off. So tell us, what is
well.
the one big thing for us this morning?
Yeah, the one big thing this morning is the increasing pressure that's growing on President Trump to deal with the situation with children at the border. And it's coming from not Democrats, but Republicans. We saw over the weekend former First Lady Laura Bush in that extraordinary op-ed calling the policies cruel. And Melania Trump, the current First Lady, who rarely weighs in on policy outside of her anti-bullying campaign, also said it was something that she opposed. And we're being told this morning that when President Trump meets with House Republicans tomorrow, he'll be confronted by them over the issue, that this is something that has become a media firestorm and action needs to be taken.
What is Axios hearing in terms of how the president views this massive focus that has been sort of made on his administration policies?
Yeah, so we know this president is an avid consumer of media, both in newspapers and on cable television. And the increasing coverage of this is probably something certainly that he is seeing. And he is something who likes to stay ahead of these kinds of stories and can be driven by that. And also, remember when there's pictures of children of Syria involved in the chemical attack. It was those images of those children is what compelled the president to launch missile strikes, which changed the policy on that. So it could be that the media firestorm surrounding this could nudge the president.
Yeah, and Ivanka even commented about those chemical weapons attacks with Syrian children.
Exactly.
Hasn't yet commented on this debate surrounding this. Let me ask you, how could this intense debate, Nick, on immigration actually have an impact on the upcoming midterm elections? Is it likely to be a factor or an issue for voters?
I mean, I think if this problem isn't solved by then, absolutely. In prior polling that we've done, immigration hasn't been a big thing. It kind of slipped to the back burner. But, you know, there's a long time until the election, and a lot of issues can come up, and this is at the forefront of voters' minds right now.
Let's hope they're able to figure something out before November.
Yeah, for the sake of the kids, not for the politics. Yeah.
Axios is also reporting, Nick, on an interesting conversation between two administration officials, it seems. Take us inside when the president goes off script. What are we learning?
Right. The example we have here is when the president was at an infrastructure event a couple of months ago. He had one line that wasn't in the script saying that he was going to pull out of Syria very soon, withdrawing all U.S. forces from that area. We have reporting from inside the West Wing. Chief of Staff General Kelly and one of his deputies were watching the speech, talking to each other, and they said he promised. Kelly said that Trump had promised him he wouldn't go off script and announce any kind of Syria policy. And of course, a couple of minutes later, that's just what he did.
So what does this exchange show us in terms of the task that people like John Kelly and other White House employees face on a daily basis in trying to keep the president on message, not just in those big speeches, policy speeches, but even things like Twitter and social media?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the best ones in the West Wing are the ones that roll with the punches, realizing that the president sets his own message, sets his own agenda. He decides what he wants to say and when he wants to say it, and aides have to be ready to turn on a dime and implement those changes.
All right, Nicholas Johnson, live for us in Washington, D.C. I hope you get a birthday drink at some point in the day there, Nicholas. We're going to be reading Axios AM in just a little bit. And to all of our viewers out there, you too can sign up for the newsletter by going to signup.axios.com.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.